Hey, hi, my name is Daniel. I'm a data lifecycle professional specializing in machine learning engineering, machine learning operations, MLOps, and data science. What excites me the most is building systems that make models not only accurate, but also scalable, reproducible, and impactful. I've got about 5, 6 years of experience in this job, and I've spent about 4 of that with financial service providers. I've worked across projects that connect data engineering, analytics, and machine learning, and in a way that gives me an overview or concrete competency across the whole data lifecycle. My experience ranges from optimizing ETL pipelines to deploying and monitoring ML models in production. These roles have sharpened my ability to take raw data and turn it into actionable and production-ready insights. Um, when I think about my career, I think about the projects I've worked on, and I want to highlight a few so you understand the kind of competency I've built and I've got and I'm really very good at. One project that comes to mind that I'm especially proud of was being able to reduce ETL runtime from 8 hours to 45 minutes using minor infrastructure changes. That efficiency eventually will boost and improve downstream analytics and reduce costs. I also touch around a lot of data science projects. One that easily comes to mind was a classification model we built around identifying melanoma, which is skin cancer in an African population. We identified a gap, and what we did was to augment the data to take on a darker shade and then try to train a melanoma classification model with that, and we were able to build something that was lightweight and very efficient. So it was a mix of machine learning and computer vision, to create something that was actually useful in my community. Another project that comes to mind is because of my role in the financial service space. I do a lot of trying to identify customers, and one that comes to mind is applying association rules in a basket and market basket analysis. That was essentially to uncover certain behavioral patterns, and that then help with strategic decision making. Um, my approach to problem solving, which is essentially my role over the years, is structured, however flexible. So what I mean by that is over the years, I've not always just been technical. I've always been a person to intervene technically, right? And that means understanding the business, which is like the first thing I need to do, understand context, and then the research question or the business need or the pain, and then try to frame the problem technically, then translating into hypothesis, model design, pipeline architecture to essentially know how a technology could intervene. So it makes me also technologically agnostic. And the next thing I try to iterate quickly, be POCs, experiment, test, refine across meaningful metrics. Then finally, I scale, I maintain, I make sure solutions are also reproducible, can deploy them on a CI/CD framework, can be agile, and you can also mentor this when it eventually goes into production. This way of working just ensures that I continue to build, and what I build continues to work even long after the first deployment. So that's essentially in a quick summary. But if you would like to get in touch, if you'd like to know more, you'd like to check out my portfolio, you can go on akandaniel.netfi.app or just go on my LinkedIn and my GitHub. And I would really love to hear from you. Excited to bring my skills into environments where data and machine learning can solve real world problems. And thanks for watching.